Barcelona, at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano Stadium. Ademola Lookman's 31st-minute goal seals aggregate victory for Diego Simeone's side. Atletico will face Arsenal or Sporting in the semi-finals. Atletico Madrid reached the Champions League semi-finals for the first time since 2016-17 after a 3-2 aggregate win over Barcelona. Diego Simeone's men took a 2-0 lead into the second leg at the Riyadh Air Metropolitano, but their advantage was spectacularly wiped out within 25 minutes after goals from Lamine Yamal and Ferran Torres. A sweeping move was then finished off by Ademola Lookman as Atletico kept their nerve to restore their aggregate advantage, and there was little bite from Barca in the second half, despite the introduction of both Marcus Rashford and Robert Lewandowski. Any final hopes of a comeback were extinguished with 11 minutes of the 90 to play, when Eric Garcia was sent off for bringing down Alexander Sorloth as the last man, with the striker bearing down on goal. Atletico will face the winner of the tie between Arsenal and Sporting in the semi-finals. The first leg will take place on April 28th or 29th, with the second leg on May 5th or 6th. How Atletico reached their first Champions League semi-final in 9 years. Speaking in a press conference on Monday, Yamal had insisted he and his Barcelona teammates must not think of a comeback as a miracle, and his own efforts soon proved that statement right. Within seconds of the first whistle, he had forced goalkeeper Juan Musso to tip his effort around the left-hand post, and inside for minutes, he had scored the opener, pouncing on a Torres pass to slide home. At 18 years and 275 days old. Before long, the La Liga leaders had leveled the tie. Torres took one touch to bring Dani Olmo's pass under control, a second to create space and a third to emphatically beat Musso from a tight angle. But Atletico soon reminded them their lead on the night was just that and nothing more. They re-established the aggregate lead in the tie when Marcos Llorente capped off a sweeping counter by delivering an inch-perfect cross for Lookman to sweep in. Shortly before the hour, Barca thought they had restored parity once more when Gavi's effort was blocked by Clement Lingard, but looped into the air for Torres to volley into the top corner. He had, however, strayed offside. Barcelona had nothing to lose and everything to gain, even after Garcia was sent off after referee Clement Turpin had gone to the monitor. They did get one last chance to force extra time deep into stoppage time, but Ronald Araujo headed over the bar, taking Barca's hopes of a second straight Champions League semi-final with it. Arsenal will still fancy their chances against Atletico if they beat Sporting. Chris Boyd speaking on Soccer Special. It was about game management for Atletico. We've seen Diego Simeone's teams in the past sit in, be horrible to play against, and I don't think he's afraid to try and kick you off the pitch. That wasn't the case tonight. It was a performance where you felt as if they were in control of the game and could hit Barcelona on the counter-attack. Barcelona's line is so high and, if you time your runs, you can in against them nearly every time. Arsenal would probably have been thinking they were going to play Barcelona in the semis. If they can get past Sporting tomorrow, which you would expect them to do, I expect they will fancy their chances of going through. Atletico deserve to win the tie. Atletico Madrid's Coke speaking to Movistar Plus. We're absolutely thrilled, eliminating a team of Barca's level. We struggled at the beginning, but the team overcame it. The effort was enormous and we are deserved winners of the tie. I told my teammates we had to keep going. It's football, we're playing at home. The tie was level and we had to attack. We were able to score and even had a few more chances. Musso had an excellent game, as did Llorente, Julian Griezmann. That's what we need, to score from anywhere on the field to stay in contention in all competitions. Barcelona's Frenkie de Jong speaking to Movistar Plus. We played a very good match, we gave it our all. I have the feeling that luck wasn't on our side. I think we're growing and that we have a young, talented team that can compete for everything. We're going to keep going like this. It's never good to be knocked out in the quarterfinals, we want to win it. That doesn't mean we're not playing well, or that we're not on the right track. In the Champions League, it comes down to the little things, and you need a bit of luck. If we keep playing like this, luck has to go our way at some point. After the match, Yamal looked very dejected on the pitch, and was consoled by his FC Barcelona teammates, and by Atletico Madrid players. The result tonight has given Atletico Madrid a big edge to potentially reach the semi-finals of the Champions League. Lamine Yamal's post-match reaction. Cameras followed Lamine Yamal after the full-time whistle, and the player was clearly upset and looked hopeless ahead of the return leg next week. One Man Army Tonight pic.twitter.com/HLAIOCHXI. Stop that Messi at this TOPTHATMESS, April 8, 2026. Yamal received an ovation from the Barcelona fans late in the match, after another dribble, which almost led to a clear chance on goal. The youngster did not receive a yellow card and will be available to the second leg next week. He was a little bit angry, La Liga leaders head coach, Flick, told reporters after the match. The 18-year-old hit the post with a dinked effort after Fermin Lopez laid the ball off to him during the first half in a tense battle on the pitch. A few minutes earlier, Yamal displayed great control, skill and vision to receive a ball in his own half, nutmeg an Atletico player and provide an open pass for Lopez in front of goal, but the 22-year-old failed to convert it into a goal. Yamal gave it his all but was unlucky when it came to scoring or providing the final pass, the German coach said. In the end, everything is fine. Of course, he has emotion. This was the game, with emotion, but he's in the dressing room, and everything is good. Lewandowski's dramatic late winner was celebrated by the Barcelona players on the pitch and bench, but Yamal looked subdued as he trudged on the pitch by himself. Once the referee blew the full-time whistle, Yamal walked past Flick, who tried to placate his star player, and the two exchanged a few words before the forward headed back towards the dressing room. Yamal has been at the center of an Islamophobia controversy in Spanish football after he slammed anti-Muslim chants during his national team's friendly match against Egypt in Barcelona on Tuesday. At the LCD Stadium near Barcelona, the home ground of La Liga Club Español, Spanish supporters chanted "Whoever doesn't jump is a Muslim" during the World Cup warm-up match, which ended in a goalless draw. It was the latest in a string of similar incidents to overshadow Spanish football in recent years, with Real Madrid's Brazilian attacker Vinicius Jr. in particular repeatedly racially abused. Yamal is a Muslim player, whose father moved from Morocco to Spain. He issued a damning statement on Instagram in the wake of the controversy.